was just gonna say, I didn't know if you wanted to say anything about the dead end job in regards to techs.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. I mean, I have a lot to say, but like, I guess the way I would approach this is a little bit of the opposite. So, you know, if let's say you are in leadership, maybe you're not a BCBA, maybe this is run by non-BCBAs, or even if you are, looking at it selfishly, just as like, okay, this is annoying, I don't want to have to deal with this, right? Like, it is a dead end job. Like, let's say all these things are true. Like, just looking at the profitability of the company to maximize services, assuming that quality of services is important to you. It should be important to you if you're listening to this. Just looking at it from that, like, encouraging your team, like, just from a selfish standpoint, is going to improve services, right? It's going, like, if your team feels important, they feel welcome in your company, that is going to in turn provide better services for the parents and the families that you're working with. Like, and again, just forget about how it could impact the techs themselves, right? Like, but it's going to improve your bottom line if you just treat people like humans. You know what I mean? Like, and while I don't look at it that way, like, but it maybe others can look at it that way, and then maybe they can say, okay, fine, maybe we'll add these things to our systems because, yes, it will improve things. So I don't know. Maybe I can get some buy-in that way. But like, as far as a dead-end job, I would hope. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't want it to be a dead-end job, but like the rates that we have, it kind of is a dead-end job. I mean, to a certain extent, especially like you said, if you're not willing to put in the time to get your master's, and you know, like April, you're a BC ABA, right? And like, we're trying to like even do CEUs, and like, it's like, oh, how dare you try to do CEUs, right? Like, it's like, okay, fine. Like, so why did you create this position, right? You're essentially making it a dead end job, and so then I don't know. So like, I yeah, but yeah, there. Have I said enough?
I think one of the dead end things though it's just like that thought or that feeling or idea, because sometimes maybe we need to use a different term than like dead end job, because I think we all may feel some of that just because our job never ends. Yes, even if we discharge a client, I still stay up at night worrying about that client that I discharged. Is he going through puberty now and struggling? Is he still connecting socially? Like, I mean, it always goes beyond discharge, at least for me. I know most other PCBAs, it's similar for them. They're, worried. We care about our clients. We truly do. And even for techs, right? It's very rare that you have a tech that's on a case from the beginning and they're able to even be a part, right? Even if they just stay with the company all the way through when that child, is discharged. I have a client who's getting ready to discharge. And I was thinking the other day, I don't have any of my OG staff who started that client. You know what I mean? And so that's hard. I think that's hard. It doesn't ever end. And then we discharge him. And guess what? I have 10 more people on the wait list willing and ready to take his thing. So maybe it's not that dead end job. Maybe it's just that it just doesn't ever end, right? And it's like, are we feeling a sense of accomplishment?
I like that idea, like that sense of accomplishment, because I wonder too, like, does dead end mean, like, because and this would be again, like I was saying before we started recording, it's like I really have a lot of questions to ask, right? And so and I'm gonna just put that plug out there again. Any techs who want to talk to me, you don't have to come on camera. You can stay anonymous. I would love to have a conversation. But it may be dead end as far as like pay, maybe, but like you get to that level, and there's no. but there are some ways to like have different levels and to learn new skills.
Yes.
But there again, I think that looks at like the values and the intentions behind like what do you mean by dead end job? Are you wanting more appreciation, or are you just saying that, man, this is like doing the dishes, it's never done, right? You're gonna have more dishes to wash even if these are done. Yeah. Is it like I'm not gonna make more money? Is it that I would love to be able to work on a passion project and use my creativity more than I'm able to right now? So yeah, definitely it could be looked at many ways, but I do feel like, we all know, right? We all know that we're very limited with, because of funding.
Yeah. I mean, the good news is that there's lots of opportunity, right?
Yeah.
Because I mean, you read those, go, hey, look at all the things I can do. So yeah, I think that there is opportunity to encourage, opportunity to support, opportunity, and the board is now coming out with requiring techs to have CEUs. So maybe that's an opportunity too. I think that's a great thing to kind of push people in to have that ongoing learning and continuous support, right? So I think that may help.